In this lecture, we will discuss the deletion of elements from the middle of an array. Deletion of elements from an array is an essential part of array manipulation, as it finds numerous applications in software development. The content of this lecture are as follows. First, introduction to deletion of elements from middle of an array. Second, graphical representation of deletion of elements from the middle of an array. Third, algorithm to perform the deletion operation on an array. Fourth and last, an example in C programming language to represent the concept of deletion. Let's start with the introduction. In lecture 5, we learned about deleting an element from the last position. Here we will focus on learning how to delete an element from the middle of an array. Deletion from the middle of an array refers to removing an element that is located at any position other than the last index. In this case of deletion, we have to perform the shifting of elements after removing the target element. The element is shifted to the left after deletion in order to rearrange the array. This shifting fills the gap created due to deletion. Let's explore the process of deletion using animation. In this animation, we will focus on understanding the process of deleting an element from the middle of the array. Pay close attention to each step to grasp the deletion process effectively. Here's how it works. Visualize the array with elements. Identify the target element to be deleted from the middle of the array. Remove the target element from the array. Shift the element to the left to fill the gap created by the deletion. Visualize the updated array after deletion and shifting. Let's proceed with the animation to demonstrate the deletion process from the middle of the array. In figure 1, there is an integer type array holding 6 elements. Our task is to delete the element present at index 3. We deleted the element present at index 3. After deletion, we need to shift the element present at index 4 to index 3 in order to fill the gap. The same is done with the element at index 5. It is shifted to index 4, which is vacant due to shifting of the element present at index 4 to index 3. Let's look at the algorithm for performing the deletion operation. Here are the steps involved in the process of deletion of an element from the middle of an array. Step 1. Set the variable I with the target index. The target index refers to the index position from which we have to delete the element. Step 2. Initialize a while loop with the condition that works until the value of I is less than the total number of elements present in the array minus 1. Step 3. Within the loop, replace the value of element present at ith position with element present at I plus 1 position. This is done to shift the element present at position I plus 1 to position I. Step 4. Increment the value of variable I by 1. Step 5. After the loop ends, decrement the total number of elements present in the array by 1. This updates the total number of elements present in the array. In the last step, the program terminates. You can refer to the animation to gain a better understanding of the entire process. As we have understood the algorithm for deletion, let's explore an example in the C programming language to implement the concept. In the code snippet, we have an integer array of size 6. Next, we define 3 variables, capital I for storing the target position of the element we want to delete, capital N to represent the total number of elements present in the array, and small I, which is used for the loop. Now, coming to the main part of the code, we have a while loop which runs until the value of capital I is less than or equal to n minus 1. Inside the while loop, we perform the shifting of elements to the left of their current position. After this, we increment the value of I by 1. When the while loop terminates, we decrement the value of n by 1. This updates the total number of elements present in the array. Next, we display the content of the array after deletion using a for loop. In the console window, you may notice that the last element contains a garbage value as there is no value to shift into that position. Feel free to try this code yourself to gain a better understanding of the concept.